For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, hello again. I am Paul Dingeman. Glad you are along today. We've got a very special focus. We had the opportunity to be invited to the grand opening of the LaFontaine Ford on the corner of Kearney and Fredmore Highway last Tuesday, the 25th of July. Great reception, great speeches from a bunch of people, local people, and from the LaFontaine family. So we're going to share that with you, and then remind you that coming up next Focus next week, we'll be interviewing the people from the St. Clair Art Association, and they'll be talking about the Jazz Festival and art show that's coming up, and the Rotary Turtle Race, all that coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. But now let's go to the corner of Fredmore and Kearney Drive and look at the grand opening celebration.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming. We truly appreciate all of you being here. And how about that construction finishing over here? Wow! Jeez. But most importantly, just wanted to thank all of you for being here this evening with us, and our customers, of course, loyal customers that have been with us for obviously Bill McDonald for many years, and that obviously we have now brought into our family as well. So we truly appreciate everyone being here. So without further ado, I just wanted to introduce the LaFontaine family, and right to my right here is Mike LaFontaine Sr., Kelly LaFontaine, and Ryan LaFontaine.
All right, so guys and gals, it's always a pride moment, right? When we can grow and add to this community, right? This community's been great to us. Ever since we entered it here a while back with obviously Chevrolet and Buick GMC store, everyone's just been so inviting, right? That's what I love about this community. And we had the opportunity to really bring on this Ford store with the McDonald family and bring all of their employees and customers in our family. It was just a blessing. And that's what today is about. It's about honoring that blessing, right? I want to also compliment this guy behind me who I went to college with. He's come a long way. I know I look a lot younger than he does, putting it out there, but Mike and I go way back, right? It goes back to college days, growing up obviously at our Highland store, spending a lot of time grooming, but I couldn't be more proud of the leadership he pours in each and every day between the two stores. I just want to give him a round of applause. I love It's also important to recognize our partners, right? Ford is absolutely outstanding. We've been blessed to have 5 Ford stores and 2 Lincoln stores. I know Amanda is here. I know a lot of the leadership. Let's give them a round of applause. I believe we have performance here. I believe we also have Ford Credit here. I try to get around everyone. We've been running in that regards. But it takes an army, right? That's what everyone's got to understand. It's not just about a blue oval. Right, and bleeding blue, that's why we got the blue suits. My dad and I want matching today. But it's about the partnership we get behind the scenes. And they, behind the scenes, have been in full support of everything we're doing and what this store can become and what can grow to be. Right? It's always been a great community store, and we're going to be planted, obviously, in St. Clair forever. But what we want to do is sit here and say, how can we enhance and grow? How can we continually build upon the great foundation that's here? But we couldn't do it without their partnership and their support and everything they're doing in collaboration to grow this for the long haul. So it just means a lot. And to our family, right? It's special in these moments. We lost my mom here a little over 3 years ago. But she's with us each and every day. And moments like this, just bring it all back to when we started the first stores and how we grew as a company. And those that don't know us in the community or don't know us that are here, that's what we're about. We're about family. We're about really just pouring into the communities. It goes back to my mom when obviously we had our first store in downtown Milford, when we used to go be in downtown Milford on a side street selling 25 cars a year in that regards, right? And her just going door to door in the community and just saying, hey, I'm Maureen LaFontaine, I'd love to be your car gal, right? And my dad doing the exact same thing, teaching us and giving us a rope to sit here and grow, but giving us leadership to provide and really make sure we never lose our way. And I remember having a conversation with the two of them at one point, and it was a point in time where things were, we had to go in a couple different directions, a lot of key decisions. I just said, how do we never lose our way? And it's simple. treat your customers like family, and treat your employees like family. Everything else will fall in suit. And it's just true, right? And that's what we're about, right? While we've gotten large in numbers, we're the same family-run organization. So when you've got guys like this, guys like Heath that have been here forever, and Chuck the detailer's been here forever, and all the people, it takes an army of 2,500 people that pour into it each and every day to make something like this happen. So the journey they started, right, and allowed us to grow with has become 2,500 family members wide. But in years, like you look at a year's standpoint, we have 500,000 guests or other family members that come into our facilities and do business with us. And we're just very proud of that, but also just being in this community to grow that family legacy and just pour into the great supporters. I know obviously we have the mayor here and obviously all the support, just everything we do, it's a collaboration. And that's what this reminds me of. This store brings me flashbacks to our original Pontiac Gallic GMC store, right, with the antiques and the wood and just the family feel, right? We used to have a phone booth that had a Superman outfit on the front of it, right? Just that old school feel, but that's just what we are. So when we got this opportunity, it just was a natural fit, and we couldn't be more proud to celebrate it with you guys and gals here today and kick this off. I have my sister and my dad say a few things. My wife and my daughter Monroe are here supporting as well. It's a family deal all the way through. So with that, I'll turn it over to my dad to say a few things.
No, I just want to thank everybody for coming. Really, we really love this community. It's a little over 2 years we've been out here.
Yep.
And certainly, we actually fell in love with it right away. And actually, we must have to go a little compliment General Motors because they picked this beautiful lady here to be the dealer out here. So it's been a great deal for us. So it made a great deal for her. But I've been in a long time. I started selling Volkswagens in 1966. So yeah, that'll just tell you how old I am. But the reality is that I do have a car collection, and most of them are VWs, and I look back and say, damn, I sold these things when they're brand new. So it's but I've enjoyed every minute of it, and it's people, and that's what we do. And, like Ryan says, we're up to 2,600 people now, and we sell about 60,000 cars a year. So reality is we do it one at a time, and it's with people like you and friends like us that we have that make it happen. But the biggest thing is those 2,600 people that we have. Each and every one of them means the world to us and the whole thing. So that's how this thing works. And we couldn't do it without you people. So thank you for everything. Appreciate it.
What Mike and Ryan and my dad have said, it really is true. We really are. When we say family strong, it is 100% what we are. We couldn't be more proud. We were driving here, and I was telling Kim, it was her first time out here. I said, this is Mike's baby. This is the first one, like my dad was referring to. So our first opportunity to come out into this community was a blessing. Even to the interns that we were bringing, or Brian, we were meeting on the side of the road. He was helping us through the whole way. We didn't even have the store yet. So I mean, just opening with welcome arms, and it was an embracing, and that's what the community is. It really is just an extension of your heart. You guys opened your doors and opened your arms to us, and we couldn't thank you enough. And we feel incredibly, incredibly blessed that you guys have. And we love to grow together. We love to grow this community together. You know that over the time with Mike, and now you have Kim. Where's our beautiful Kim? Right here. Kim, her beautiful heart is here to really go and open up and go through the community and really express what we stand for and what my mom really has implemented and instilled in us. She created the team of angels. She actually called us and named it, so we stuck with it. So we love it. And so when Kim became an opportunity to be an extension to Mike and his heart and being out in the community, it was just a blessing. So thank you for doing everything today.
Yes.
You guys have done
Thank
an
you.
amazing. This whole. Share. So one of the moments inside with the family, my mom would always consider it. She would say, oh, you have a shiny penny. She would call the new store, like when we were coming to her, a shiny penny. That was her thing. Like, you guys keep chasing shiny pennies. And when Michelle, reached out to us and sitting down with her and Bill and Ryan and my dad, it was natural. It was very organic. It was all about everyone here in this room. And that was our focus, and that was their focus, and how do we make that go down and to make it as seamless as we can, and have this today, this moment is just beautiful because of it. And we even had, we celebrated my mom's heavenly birthday, so that was my dad's idea of, gathering everyone. So 31 of our immediate family members came, and we went up north, and right when we were checking my dad in, mind you, my daughter and I were in that room making sure, like, we had his beer, we had the Miller Lite in there, we had a few little munchies, got it all staged and ready for Papa. And then when we brought him up to his room, he's like, oh, you put the shiny penny there. I'm like, what's he, I look at Savannah, I'm like, this isn't mine. I'm like, okay, whatever. We keep going, putting his suitcases in the thing. And he's like, no, right here. So we went next to him, and he's sitting there, and on the bed was a shiny penny sitting there on her side. And I thought, here she is, we're chasing shiny pennies, and she's this moment. So it really is true. Like, it is one of those things that she's always looking down, and I know this moment is so true because of the beautiful hearts of the mothers that are up there looking out for us in this moment here. I know you guys have both, so we just can't thank you enough. So we feel blessed, and just know that we're grateful for the opportunity to be here and to grow in here, and just thank you.
And we thank Bill and Michelle for giving us the opportunity.
I know, she was here, she was there. I'm like, I know you were telling me she was not feeling very well, but we were hoping.
Well, the thing of it is her dad and Bill and I go back a long time. We both been in the car business a long time. He was east side, I was west side, but we sat here and talked a bunch of war stories and the whole thing. Great people, and we certainly thank him for giving us the opportunity to continue his legacy here. So.
I think one of the best times was we sat in that room over there and we negotiated used cars. Then the day we settled, we wrote the number down prior to, but he spent 3 hours just wanting to have fun. And I tell you, we sort of said war stories about the community, about here, everything going on. That family obviously is poured in this community. I know you guys have poured in them, and we're just honored to be able to obviously carry on that legacy and really just keep on growing with the community. So turn over, Mike.
Yeah. So Kim and I actually have a few. Things to say as well. So just a couple thank yous as well. We truly appreciate the St. Clair Chamber of Commerce, the Marine City Chamber of Commerce, Blue Water Chamber of Commerce, and the Anchor Bay Chamber of Commerce for all the support that you do to help us in all the events that we do, and just as a partner basically in the community. So we truly appreciate it. Kim's got a few things to say as well.
Yes, thank you all so much for being here. It truly means so much to us. We absolutely love this community. It's amazing. I love being a part of it. Wanted to also thank Warwater for providing the beer, the Big River Barbecue. We've got Neiman's doing the fruit, and Brett Mura, our musician tonight. So thanks again. We appreciate you all.
And we got the Sweet Tooth Cafe from Marine City, so appreciate you being here.
Yes.
And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Brian Lotowski, the St. Clair Chamber.
On behalf of the St. Clair Chamber of Commerce, we want to congratulate you guys on your second location. You guys keep saying community. As soon as you came in, you were part of the community. You've stepped up, you've supported us on everything, so we greatly appreciate everything you've done for us, and we welcome you to a second store on there, so congratulations again.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
Greatly appreciate it every time.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Bill Cedar, our mayor of St. Clair. Come on, Bill. We're going to bury that next now.
Hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the city of St. Clair getting that road paved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just for us, thank you.
You guys, I apologize for having to write things down, but I'm finding if I don't write things down, I forget them. Okay, so I want to tell you.
Join the club.
Yeah. It's not that long. I'll tell you, this family is LaFontaine. They're real. They're real when they talk about family, community. That is true. Their support, their contributions to the events, it's just amazing what they do for us, and we really do appreciate that. I think I call it kindness, all right? And I'm going to leave you with this. Ralph Waldo Emerson, I thought, had a great quote about kindness, and I wrote that down especially because I didn't want to forget it. You cannot do an act of kindness too soon, because you never know how soon it will be too late. Okay? So keep up the good work. Good luck, you guys. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to see you all.
Thanks. Thanks for coming.
We're going outside to cut the ribbon.
Yeah, all right.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey! Well, it was certainly nice to be invited out to that great celebration with the LaFontaine family, another wonderful addition to the community. They, of course, have the Chevy GMC Buick store out on King Road. They're glad that they're here, and as they said, they're a family deal. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, when we'll have the Art Association, the Jazz Festival, and the Turtle Race. Those are all coming up. August is going to be a fun month, and we want you to be with us. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.